Sheboygan, no one was hurt after a fire broke out in a detached garage this morning. It happened in the 3300 block of Main Avenue around 5:15. When firefighters arrived, they tell us the garage was fully engulfed and the blaze was starting to spread to the next door home, which suffered limited damage. Firefighters say they had the fire under control within 2 hours. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Damages are estimated at around $35,000.